Hey, Lexi. All right, we are also going on live tonight with Facebook. So I'm just gonna get that set up and then we'll get started. So you just need to press. I don't know what to do. Start our video. Oh, yeah, don't move the show. Just hold it. Okay, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to be focusing on not only the breath this evening, but the placement of our body when we're in various poses. So we're going to feel the placement of our hands, the placement of our feet, and noticing how that placement gives us a strong foundation. And if you're not feeling a strong foundation tonight, that's okay. We're going to work with that and kind of just build from where we are. So let's go ahead and just take a moment to drop into our body. Really take a moment to reflect on how you're feeling right now. And let's do that as we come into child's pose. So we'll be on our knees and we'll draw the hips back to the heels. And feel free to extend the arms out. If you need any props throughout your practice tonight, please feel free to pick up blocks if you have them, a bolster, and if you don't have these, no worries. Grab a towel, you can always fold it up, or you can use a book. All right, so take care of yourself, listen to your body, and let's have some fun. Okay, so child's pose. Knees on the ground, draw them apart, big toes together, and we're going to stretch the arms really far ahead. Reach the fingertips toward the end of your mat, and just notice how the forehead can drop a little bit. If the forehead lands on the mat, rest it lightly there. Start to notice the shoulder blades in the back of your body, allowing the shoulder blades to settle in, draw them down the back. Start to notice your foundation. Feel the palms into the ground, the finger pads, each of your fingers pressing down. Notice the tops of your feet dropping deeper into the ground. Spread the toes and even press the tops of the toes into the floor. Notice your breathing here. As the breath comes in, try to draw it a little bit deeper into the back of the body. Noticing the strength that you have within the very center. We'll take another deep breath. And then if you would, bring your fingers into the floor like spiders. So the fingertips are going to press down, the palms lift up. So if you took a look at your hands, you'll notice that the fingertips are pressed into the ground. The palms lift off the ground. And then go ahead and walk the hands to the right side of your mat. And as you walk the hands over to the right side, hug your left hip back just a little bit. Bringing the sensation into the left side body, the space under the ribs. And then we'll start to walk the hands to the center of your mat. Take a breath. And then walk your hands all the way over to the left side of your mat. Hugging the right hip back just a bit, finding some space alongside the right side body. We'll walk the hands back to center. Go ahead and lift the head up, look between the thumbs, press the hands down, and slowly shift your body weight forward into all fours. So now your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Go ahead and check the back of the body. So if you are tending to collapse here, so if the shoulders and the belly and the ribs just want to drop, engage. Draw everything up. Feel the shoulder blades into the back of the body. The navel draws into the spine. Start to notice how the hands press into the floor. And it's as if, even though they're pressing down, there's a rebound. So we feel the energy moving up through the arms. And from here, curl the toes, please. Lift the knees off the ground just a few inches. Take a breath. And then ease your way back into kneeling downward dog. So the knees are bent here. And if this is new for you to bend the knees and dog, what we're doing here is we're lifting up the tailbone and pressing the thigh bones back, getting a lot of space in the side of the body. Take a deep breath here. When you breathe in, bring a softening to that front chest. So breathe in toward the back of your body. Start to straighten the legs, feel the hips lift up, heels lift up, and exhale, the heels descend. So they move toward the floor. You can take your head and look left and look right. And then if you would, slowly take your right leg off of the ground and lift it up behind you, your right leg. So we're gonna lift that right leg up about hip height. Keep it lifted, and then slowly shift your weight forward into a plank with that right leg lifted. So the foot's going to come down, get the leg about hip height, and the foot's off of the floor a few inches. Tone the belly, draw the navel up and toward the spine, and then shift your weight back with the leg lifted up. Let's do that 2 more times. Ride your breath. Feel your foundation, super strong and steady. Press back. 1 more. Coming forward. Feel the shoulders in the back body. Press back. And this time, go ahead and draw the body forward, plank. Lower your right foot down, chaturanga. You can lower the knees if you would like to. Drop the heart, lift the chest, cobra, and downward dog. Take the body all the way back and settle in through the heels. Deep breath here. Left leg comes up behind you. So just notice what this does to your body when you lift a leg up. It's going to make your core work harder. You're putting yourself in an imbalanced position. We're going to shift our weight, bringing your body into plank with the left foot lifted off of the ground, and then shift your body back. Right heel gets heavy. Shift your body forward and back, breathing with the movement. And 1 more time, coming forward and back. All right, this time just come forward and then begin to lower down. Chaturanga, keep that left foot on the ground. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, take it back. Downward dog. Go ahead, bicycle the legs. Find some space through the hips. And then gently go ahead and shift the weight forward and lower all the way down. Allow the belly to rest, and we'll take the arms just to about a diagonal of your ribs. So the hands are reaching toward the corners of your mat. The forearms can press down, and inhale, lift up. So a wide-armed Sphinx pose. So make sure your hands and your arms are both on the mat. Notice the pelvis rooted into the ground. So again, feeling the foundation. Tops of the feet press down. Tops of the toes are pressing down. Feel the shoulders lift up, roll out, and drop down the back of the body. 1 more breath here. And exhale to carry the body down. Slide the hands next to the ribs, curl your toes, lift up and back, downward dog. Deep breath here. Right leg comes up behind you. Let's get it really high this time. Feel free to bend the knee, open the hip a little bit. You can let your foot track over that left hip. Breathe in. And then when you're ready, exhale. Swoop your foot right between your thumbs. You can take 2 steps and scooch it up, or 1 big step. Take your time. We're going to keep the back heel lifted. So here, feel the foundation. Feel the front foot and its weight into the ground. The back foot, feel the toe mounds pressing in, and then lift up through the pelvis, hands to the hips, all the way up. Thumbs are going to press into the back of the pelvis. So use your thumbs to actually press down. It's like you're sliding the skin in the down direction. Allowing the back of the front thigh to open up. You've got about 90 degrees in the front leg, so you're going to move accordingly to your body. If this is too deep of an angle, then lift up out of it a little bit. Feel free to take the arms all the way up. Stretch up, slide the shoulders down. An option here would be to keep your left knee on the ground. So there are always different ways to bring your body into a shape. Listen tonight, get a sense of what you need. 1 more breath here. And with your exhale, we're taking the left arm down, turning this into a twist, right arm up or to the low back, lift the heart up. Find the vibrancy through your fingers. Really reach and stretch, pull those bottom ribs up. Exhale, come around, frame your foot. Step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Breathe as you move. Inhale, open the heart, cobra, and downward dog. Up and back. So here, take 3 really nice, soothing, deep breaths. Feel free to come into child's pose if you would rather. You take care of yourself tonight. Do what feels good for your body. Give yourself a lot of credit for your practice. You're carving out time for you. Another deep breath. And when you're ready, left leg comes up behind you. We're going to open that hip up, bend the knee, take your foot over the right hip. Deep breath in. Notice the hands. Excuse me. If your hands start to get sweaty and they start to move all over the place, reset them. Lift the fingers up, press them down. Take your next breath, straighten your left leg behind you, square the hips. Start to draw the knee into the chest, place your foot right between your thumbs. Anchor yourself, back heel stays lifted. So we're here in this low lunge. Reset your foundation. Gather your strength, bringing the hands to the hips. Notice, are you collapsing tonight or are you grounded and lifting? So you want to feel that lifting sensation. Feel the strength right in your center and allow that to draw up. Arms can float. Back leg super strong. Start to really tap into that muscular energy. Another deep breath here. And with your exhale, right arm comes down, left arm stays up, taking the twist, opening up to your left side. Breathe in. Keep that back leg super strong. If needed, drop the back knee. It's all good. Feel the light, feel the energy move through the body. Spread your left fingers. Pull those bottom ribs up. Another breath. And exhale, coming forward, framing your foot. Let's go into plank pose. Get strong here. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Up and back. There you go. Soften the knees, you guys. Shake the head out. Go ahead and take your right leg, lift it up behind you, and exhale, drawing your foot right between your thumbs. Okay, inhale, hands on the hips, lift the heart. Feel the weight of the tail, the lifting of the navel. Breathe in here. Arms are going to float up. Now feel free to stay here. If this is where your work is, stay here. If you'd like to turn this into a balancing posture, then we can move the hands to the hips and start to feel the energy in the torso and the back when you lift that back foot up a bit. And feel free then, if you want to teeter and come into your warrior three. So I would be lifting that back foot up, getting really strong in my right leg, maybe staying here, or fully extending the left leg back. Now when I extend the left leg back, make sure that the hips are closed. The arms can stretch out in front of you. I have a wall that could be a prop right now, or it could be in my way. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep my hands on my hips. Find where you are. Feel your foundation under that right foot. Feel the bones in your legs super strong. Side body long, breathe in. And with strength and ease, soften this right knee and place your left foot all the way back, coming into your high lunge. Nice and steady. Arms come up. And an exhale, float all the way down. Step it back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, open up, cobra, and downward dog. Ease your body back. 3 deep breaths, shake the head a little bit, find some space in the shoulders. Notice your heart rate. Nice deep breath. In through the nose and out of the nose. All right, when you're ready, left leg, bring it up behind you. Exhale, sweep your foot forward, anchor it. Staying low at first. And then inhaling, lifting up. All right, bringing the thumbs to the low back. Feel the weight of your tail. Pelvis lifts up, belly strong, back strong. Either stay here or start to turn this into a balancing practice. Maybe that back foot comes up and stays up. Finding where you can be. So my legs are creating somewhat of an L shape. The arms can stay low, hands on hips, or the arms can straighten ahead of you. Stay right there. Stay right there. So when you are balancing your body, you are slowly bringing in awareness through your whole system. You're quieting your mind and you're bringing strength up to support you. Wherever your body is taking a different shape, that's fine. So you have to figure out where your work is. We're going to stay here for about 2 more breaths. Another deep breath. And we'll soften the left knee and take the right foot all the way back, returning to our high lunge. We can take the arms up, breathe it all in, and an exhale, fold, frame your foot, and step back, find your plank. Lower down, chaturanga, inhale, open the heart, well done, exhale, take the body up and back, downward dog. Slow and steady breaths. In through the nose and out of the nose. No hurry. Be really present to your body right now. Feel the ground underneath you. Feel the breath moving through you. Let's soften the knees. Shift your weight forward. Lower all the way down to the ground. Let the belly rest. We'll take the toes and flatten them out. We'll bring the arms behind us. Interlace your fingers, or if that doesn't feel quite right to you, you can keep your arms long, lifting up the heart when the breath comes. Finding your locust pose. Breathe. Feel the center of the chest drawing forward as there's heaviness in the tailbone. If your toes want to come off the ground, go right ahead. Allow the breath to carry them up. Resisting the urge to force anything right now. Rather, ride the wave of the breath and see where the body moves. With your exhale, lowering the head, releasing the fingers to your side, and just rest on your cheek. And take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your body dropping deeper into the ground. Really allowing that exhale to carry out whatever needs to leave right now. We'll go ahead and bring the hands alongside the ribs. And from here, hug the elbows in. Keep the toenails down and lift up into a little cobra. So lift to a place where you can breathe fluidly. The jaw doesn't start to clench, your temples don't feel tight. There's a fluidity here. Start to notice how there may be weight in the tailbone. So when the tailbone weights down, feel the spine lifting up. And then if you would, lower the torso down just a bit and see if you can take your hands off of the floor. Still staying in your cobra. Can you breathe fluidly here? If you need to lower down a bit more, go right ahead. Breathe in and feel the lifting of the heart, the weight of the pelvis. Now go ahead and press your hands into the ground. See if you can breathe and find some more space to lift. And with your exhale, slowly lower the head down, curl the toes. We're going to come into child's pose. Knees apart, big toes together. And ease the hips back to the heels. Nice deep breath. Allowing the forehead to settle. Whether it's on a prop, like a book or a block, or even just on the ground. Feel the length of your spine, feeling the tailbone heavy, and then the curve of the spine all the way up through your neck. Breathing into the back of the body, full and rich. Feeling the space you've cleared. Another deep breath. And then gently, please go ahead and lift your head up, look between your thumbs. Slide your hands to your knees. Bring the knees together and just prop yourself up. Roll through the spine, roll the shoulders back. You're on your knees. Okay, take your hands to your heart center, the thumbs of the heart center. We're just gonna pause here as we're now in a place where the head is above the heart. So notice any sensations in the body. Feeling yourself grounded, rooted. And then we'll bring the hands to the lap. Okay. So let's go ahead and stay kneeling, but we're going to lift the hips up off of the heels. Now, if this is a real sensitive place for you under the knees, you are more than welcome to lay a blanket or a towel down for extra cushioning. If you don't have those things, that's totally fine. You can always roll your mat inward to give yourself double mat cushioning, okay? So take care of yourself. You have two knees. Let's keep them. Okay, so feel yourself grounded. Again, bring one hand on the back and one hand on the belly. Okay, so just being tactile here. Feeling the back of your body And just noticing how the tailbone, I'm not going to say tuck the tailbone because I don't really want you to throw your hips all the way under. I want you to notice a heaviness in the tailbone. It's a very subtle movement. Tailbone slides down, and from that, then we can start to lift the navel up. All right, so it's this subtle movement, whoosh, you know, if you had a sound, it would be like a swoosh, down and then a lift up. This is gonna be nice on the hip flexors, okay, from the quads, nice and open, spacious. Now you can rest your hands alongside. If you're getting enough stretch here, like this, you feel it in your quads and your ribs and your chest, then stay here. This is your practice, and breathe. And if you wanna take this a little bit deeper, we're moving into a camel. So the hands can move to the hips, thumbs can press into the back of the pelvis. What's key here is that we keep the legs directly up and down. Hips are over the knees. As you roll the shoulders back, I'm going to breathe in, really lift through the chest, and turn this into a little bit of a back bend. My shoulders are going to go back. Be mindful of your head. We don't want the head to drop. Feel the whole length of your spine, from the spine that's in your back up into the spine that's in the neck. So we're moving through the lumbar and the thoracic and all the way up in the cervical spine, breathing space into those vertebrae. If you want to go deeper, if it's in your practice, you can bring your hands to your heels. Now, if you choose to do that, resist the urge to drop all the way back and hang out here. The hands can move to the heels, and you're still pressing the front hip bones forward. My shoulders are super tight right now, so that doesn't work for me. But as I said, if that's in your practice, you go right ahead. If you do have bricks, you can always bring your hands to bricks as well. So we're going to be here with camel for a few deep breaths. Just start to feel the length of the front of the thighs, the front hip bones going forward, belly lifting up, and there's a lengthening to the spine, even though it may feel like it's bending. One more deep breath. And then to counter that, bring your hands to your hips and flatten the toes, sit back into your heels, and just gently fold forward. So it's not a big fold, it's just enough to let the back round. Notice any sensations in your body, some that have been there for a while and some that are new. Go ahead and lift the head, roll the shoulders. Okay, let's do that one more time. All right, so you pick your option, what you would like to do. Option one, knees are over the hips are over the knees, hands alongside the hips. Option two, hands are on the hips, start to lift through the chest, draw the elbows back and toward one another. Option three, feel free to reach back to bricks or to your heels. Feel the weight in the tail, the lifting of the belly. Now here's one. Take a really deep breath into the center of the chest and draw that breath out through the shoulders and throughout the arms. Notice the neck, allow it to keep itself really open here. And one more breath. And fold forward a little bit. Heels go back, but your head comes forward, resting the hands on the lap or the floor. So just bringing a calm to the spine after you've moved in one direction. We counter it with the opposite direction. All right, well done. Go ahead and lift the chest up, lift the shoulders and the head. Roll the shoulders back a few times and roll them forward a few times. Okay, now let's find ourselves in a straddle. So we're going to take the legs out to form a V shape. And notice here, if you tend to drop back into the spine, if your belly goes back and you just feel like you would roll behind you, then try to sit up on something if you have anything. So a blanket or a pillow, do what you need to do. If you do have a blanket, you can fold it up. And just sit on it. You can sit on the corner of it or on the edge of it. Your choice. All right, and with this, we're going to start to feel the lifting of the chest. We can bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg, right hand to the inside of the right leg. Bring the left hand to the low back, turn so the trunk lifts up, and we're going to take this into a bend over this right leg. Feel free to take the left hand up in the air, or you can bring your hand to the nape of the neck and lift those bottom ribs up, getting a lot of space in the front of the body. Take a nice deep breath here. Drink it in. Flex your feet. Press the legs down. Spin the heart up. Another breath. Inhale. Come all the way up. Release the left hand. Take a breath here. Feel it in your body. And go ahead and switch to the next side. Connecting the left hand to the inner leg. The right hand can come behind you. I like to get in here and actually turn the trunk. Bottom ribs up. Arm can come up. Find the stretch. Feet are flexed. Weight the leg bones down. I want to work this shoulder back, so I'm bringing my hand behind my head just to help turn my trunk and open my shoulder. Breathe into your space. Feel an extension with the arm, perhaps. And then inhale, come all the way up and release the hand down. Go ahead, breathe into the body. We're going to take a forward fold. If you do have bricks, you can bring them along the way. Arms are going to come up and then extend through the heart, reach forward. So while you're here, soften through the heart, draw the shoulders back, root through the legs. Feel the space in the back of the body. If you're using props and you're finding you're getting a lot of space pretty quickly, you can always set them to the side and drop in a little deeper without them. If you'd like to take your peace fingers around your big toes, go right ahead. Another deep breath here. And an inhale, slowly bringing your body up. And then we're going to go ahead and draw the knees toward one another. I'm going to get off of my blanket right now. I don't need it right now. Knees are coming toward one another. And then take the arms up in the air. Wrap the hands around the back of the thighs. So hug yourself up like a ball. And then release and take the arms all the way up. And we'll bring them down to the heart center. Coming into butterfly, Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet come together. We can bring the hands around the ankles, lift with the heart here, and then finding your fold. So notice how your breath carries you into this fold. The hands can stay around the feet, or they can come out to the floor. What feels good to you? Drop in. You can always place your bricks or pillows on the outside of your thighs for support. Take a few deep breaths. Notice the feeling of the breath as it moves through you. Bring a softening into any areas of tension. Visualize space. And with your next breath, slowly start to bring the body up. And then we'll slide the right leg forward, and we'll keep the left foot pressed to the inner right thigh, the inner right thigh. We're going to turn the body to the front leg. And if you would please take the left arm up. You're going to press your right hand into the ground behind you, just to allow the lift of the chest to come. Look at your pinky toe, reach toward it. Wherever your hand lands, allow it to rest. We're going to flex this front foot to keep the leg really active. Find your fold. And then we can take that back hand, cross the front hand, Drop in. Again, feel free to support your head with a blanket or a pillow. You can always put those props on your thigh. And an inhale to carry you up. Just notice the body, how you're doing, switching sides. Left leg forward, right foot to the inner thigh. Square yourself up. Left hand's behind you this time. Your right arm is up in the air. So get some length in the side of the body. Look at your pinky toe. Reach and extend. Reach the arm out. Wherever it lands is just fine. Deepen through the fold. Feel free to stay up high or drop in as deeply as you wish, but it feels good. Back arm can come over and across the front. Soften through your elbows. Feel the space. Another deep breath here. And with your inhale, slowly start to bring the body up. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the knees together. We're going to be lying down on the mat now. Roll all the way down on your spine and feel free to come into happy baby. So with happy baby, we're rolling all the way back. We can hold on to the big toes with our peace fingers. If that doesn't feel right to you, feel free to take the knees out to the side and hold on to the back of the thighs. Your choice. So whatever works better for you, you follow that path right now. So if you are holding on to the feet, the soles of the feet are going to face up to the sky. And just let those knees go out. Feel free to rock side to side. Let the belly get heavy here. Let any stress in the body start to melt away. Feel yourself grounded. Notice your foundation. You are fully supported here. Fully supported. Take 2 more breaths. Then we'll start to draw the knees together. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rest the feet on the floor with the knees bent. Gentle bridge pose. Press the hands into the ground. Roll the outer shoulders back and peel the spine off of the floor as you lift the hips. If you want to make this bigger, more spacious perhaps for your body, you're going to reach the hands toward the heels so you can wiggle the shoulders underneath your body. Lift the pelvis up. And then if you want space in the shoulders, more so than you already have, interlace the fingers. Deep breath in, nice and fluid. Feel all of your toes pressing toward the ground. Feel the shoulder blades, back of the upper arms anchoring you. Resist the urge to drop the head back. Slight nod, the chin toward the chest. And then start to release the fingers. Lift the heels up just a bit and roll through the spine all the way down again. Let's walk the legs out to the floor. Coming into your Shavasana, so your final pose, final shape. Stay down, please. The final shape that your body is taking here. You're going to be lying down on the ground. And as you lie down, I'd like you to notice the weight of your body as it drops in. So really allowing the body to drop and get heavy and feeling all of the energy that may be stuck in the body from the day, releasing into the earth right now. Just bringing some space, allowing the body to open, bringing in what you need to bring in, releasing what you need to release. Soften through the eyes, Relaxing the jaw, the neck, and the shoulders. Feeling the weight of your arms dropping a little heavier, perhaps. Noticing how the rib cage expands with the breath, how it draws in with the exhale. Allowing the weight of your hips to drop a little heavier as the leg bones float away. Relaxing the muscles, softening the ankles and the toes. No strain. Just allowing the body to settle in to the space. It's quiet. Listen to your breath. Feel it in your body. Find your stillness. And if you are ready to come out of your practice, feel free to wiggle your fingers and toes. If you would like to stay in Shavasana, please lie down for as long as you wish. Noticing the breath. If you're coming out, please roll over onto your right side. Support yourself with your right arm. Bend your knees. And then we'll press into the hand and into the arm and come all the way up. Come back into a crisscross position. And bring the hands together and the thumbs to the heart. So this place in the center of your chest. Go ahead and bow the chin a little bit deeper, honoring where you are in your journey, all the gifts you have to share. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, and thank you for joining us tonight. Be well, take care, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everyone.